Otherwise they make a noise. Welcome, Nisha.
Hey, hi. I'm good, thank you. How are you? How are you, Lise?
I'm good. And yeah, thanks for joining me tonight on this very controversial subject.
Yes, I am just looking. I can't see it on your page, by the way.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Are we there? Yeah, we're there. We are there, and we're side by side.
Ah, okay, it's not showing on mine. Okay, hi everyone.
Okay, so Nisha and I we're not financially linked, but we are doing a lot of the same things. Nisha is my TikTok mentor, but also we're both in high ticket affiliate marketing with Enagic and Kangen Water.
Yes.
And yeah. And Nisha, you're in the UK and I'm over here in the Netherlands. So we just have an hour gap between the two of us. But yeah, so both Nisha and I love exploring new ways of doing business and, you know, staying ahead of the kind of the pack with kind of new ideas and things. And one of the ways that I have like gone for flying is AI. I am using AI for so many things. Like I actually don't want to tell people how much I'm using it because
Oh, go on, Lise.
But I think it's absolutely brilliant. And what I think what this AI is okay, obviously they've been using our data that we've been putting out on Facebook and Instagram and all these places and just like yeah, that's what I think is this AI is. It's not something that's thinking for itself. It's like all our data that's accumulated, and it's like a massive Google search that actually answers you with like relevant information that's been gained from us over the years.
Right.
So what's your thought on what AI is?
I don't know how they have done it. Like, I'm not too worried about thinking. It does blow my mind sometimes, like, how have they done this? How have they inputted all this information? I think it's something like we can't even comprehend in our human brain. That sounds really weird because obviously humans have created it. And then I start thinking of all these scenes in the movies, there's like AI has overtaken the humans. And it is like, if you haven't been on it yet though, if you haven't even been on like the search engines, I guess you could call them, it really is mind-blowing, some of the stuff it comes up with. And I actually don't really know or understand how they've done it. All I know that it's very different to a Google search. Like, Google search could not come up with the kind of responses that you get from an AI, what would you call it, search engine thing.
But absolutely, I agree with you. Like, Google doesn't give you such a defined thing. Like, Google kind of just gives you answers of like from what it gets from a website and shows you the website. While as these like Chat GPT and these other AI sites, they actually take, I think, all that information and give it to you back in like a way that you would understand it, like in a written one,
like a human form almost.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, so I think of it like people, I don't use Alexa or Siri or those things, but I think it's like something like that, you know?
I've never used them, actually. I was like, I'm not going to have one of those in my home. But now, like you, I'm fully into all of this. I'm fully open to all this for business and marketing. And I don't know. I guess I just really didn't need it in my home. But I can definitely see the advantages for marketing, online marketing, social media, business. You know, I think if we're not open to this, then you're just going to get left behind. Like, you know, I don't really remember the days when the internet started. Like, obviously I was around then, but I don't remember. I know apparently some of the older generation back then was saying, oh, this is just a load of nonsense, it's not going to take off, it's not going to be able to, you know, it's just going to die out after a couple of years, I don't need the internet. And then, like, obviously it's totally changed the world. So I think what is happening now with AI emerging into the public domain, it's like that times 1 million. It's going to be like that times 1 million. So if you don't get on it, if you don't even, okay, you don't have to use it if you don't want to, if you don't even understand it, you're going to get completely left behind.
Yeah. And the thing is, like for me, I use it as like a virtual assistant, or like you know, it's still all my information basically coming out of myself, but it's just like instead of me going and finding a website that says this and finding a website that says this and then putting it together into a nice, like, for instance, a social media post, like I can just type it in and it puts all those things already for me together in a social media post. And then I just like put my own spin on it, or like put a bit of wittiness or humor or whatever I want into it extra, you know. It's for me, it really feels like a virtual assistant, because like I have now a website, emails, all kinds of things running on AI, you know, and even finding new leads for my business, all on AI.
This is the thing that excites me, and that's what I think, like, you and I have been discussing how that works, and we're still trying to figure it out, but that's where I'm really interested to investigate, because I think where all of us sort of online marketers have been so used to doing either organic or paid marketing, putting up our content, you know, all that stuff that we've been kind of training to do for the last couple of years. I think this could almost get like blown out of the water with how we even do that over the next year or 2 years. Because there are, as we have seen, you know, platforms and websites and all kinds of different things popping up like popcorn right now, which offer alternatives to even generating leads. And that's where I think people have totally like got their eyes shut. They don't even realize like what we could be on the cusp of right now could change everything for all businesses. So yeah, I'm not probably using it as much as you. I'm still more at the curiosity stage. And actually, even a couple of months ago, I was quite anti using it for anything to do with content, because I've obviously been selling myself as like the authentic marketer, you know, authentic personal branding. It's got all the stuff from your heart, and which is still true. But so I would never be like just asking AI to write me a post and directly copy and pasting it, like you say, onto Facebook. Like, I'm not probably ever going to do that. However, what I have found it good for, getting ideas, formulating your thoughts, thinking of points that you never would have thought at. For example, I asked it the other day, what are the pain points of, because like my ideal client is kind of like mums who want to get financial independence through starting a business and stuff. So I said, what were the pain points of this ideal, or my audience, my ideal audience? And it came up with a load of stuff, and it came up with 1 or 2 points that I had never actually thought of before. Even the description of the ideal client. And you could be an expert on niching and all this kind of thing. I still think it could help, like it could still help that person, because it will come up with different viewpoints. It's almost like, say, if I get on a Zoom with you, Lise, and we discuss something about our business, you're going to give me different perspectives, you're going to give me ideas. I might like suddenly go, oh god, yeah, I'll write about that. I've never really thought of that angle. It's kind of the same. It's kind of having like a person to bounce ideas off. That's what I like about it. When I have access to people, I could message you, I could message various people that we work with on our team 24/7. I could also quickly just get an answer from this AI thing and have an instant answer as well, an instant opinion even on something.
Well, this is exactly one of the points, actually. Like, you know, on the site that we are using, that it has this AI marketing site, it has a place where you can actually figure out who your ideal client is. And I've sat with that like a few times, you know, like I've done like these questionnaires, like trying to fill out like and figure out like who's my ideal client. And like in my mind, I know who my ideal client is, but to kind of put it in words, I always struggle. And so I put all in like into this AI, like, give me my ideal client, you know? And I was like, this is who my ideal client is. And so I was so excited. I was telling my husband about it, and he's like, yeah, but we know all this. And I was like, yeah, I know we know all this, but it's like, I've actually never like pinpointed it, like pinpoint this is my client.
Yes.
That was for me brilliant. Like, I love that.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you think about this whole concept of, oh, this is going to ruin jobs, even for like different businesses? So there might be like a niching coach, for example, that could help people with this. Do you think their jobs are going to be at risk? Their business is going to be, what do you think about the threat from AI to what the humans are already doing?
I don't know. Like, I mean, if you're going to want to work with a coach, you're going to want to work with a coach. You never...
Yeah.
But if you like, for instance, I wanted a place that will do a website and emails for me already for a while. And at the moment, like I had like emails going in one place and lead generation kind of with Facebook ads in another place, you know, and then I use the third thing like Trello to like combine and get everything together. And now with this AI marketing site, I have all of these things
in one place.
So like, I know in the world out there, we want stuff to be decentralized, like, but in my business, I really like it that I can have it all centralized like that, you know, kind of everything in one place. And so if I'm going to still want to work with a coach, there's still, I think, humans with more knowledge than what that has, because if you don't know what to ask, you're also not going to get the answer.
Yeah, of course, it's different. It's totally different. What I think is that the humans, the people, they're doing these jobs, they'll just have to evolve and pivot and adapt to all of this. So, yeah. For example, there'll be certain things that you could ask AI and get the answer just like that. So the humans are going to have to be like putting forward what is the uniqueness about what only they can do. Yeah, and that's obviously the human connection. There's someone to actually ask questions to, get support from, like on the daily, but you know, there's always going to be work for humans. It just might look different. And actually, I think if people could start incorporating what AI can do into what they do, then it's going to amplify what they do. I think it's going to amplify things. I don't think it's going to just eradicate what humans do and put them into poverty. I think it's actually going to be a tool for the opposite. I think it's actually going to be something that can a tool that could actually mean you know, wealth and well-being for everybody rather than just the few. I actually think that. I think it's a positive thing. And it, like with anything, it depends on how you use it. There's going to be a good and a bad side to everything. And if you're not in it, then you can't be the good in it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely one of those things where I think you can make it whatever you want to be. But if you think it's going to be the boogeyman as this bad thing, it will be that for you. And if you think like this is going to be something that I'm going to work with and it's going to take all my energy and my beautiful intentions on, then it's going to be like that.
Yeah, I believe so, 100%. As with anything in life.
Exactly. Like, I mean, like right now, what the internet is right now at this moment is already like that. Like if you want to go there with negative intentions, you're going to get negative things back. You want to go there with, you're going to get
yeah, and obviously criminals use the internet and good people use the internet, and that's always going to be the case, you know. So yeah, I obviously we're on the same page, and I know there's a lot of discussion out there about it. A lot of, as you say, controversy and hot discussion. Something that probably divides people at the moment, but I think it's the very early days and people are not really sure what it can do. So this website that Lisa's been mentioning that we found both of us found just like a few weeks ago, we think is going to be transformational for social media marketers, online business owners, you know, people that are doing any form of like marketing, advertising, selling, using the internet. It's just like a game changer, you know, and we're probably very in the early days of figuring out exactly the potential of it. But already I can see that, you know, just for me to bounce ideas off, even if I'm not doing email marketing. I mean, you say email marketing, I've shied away from that because I just don't have time to do all these things. So if I could have that system doing it for me, sure, go ahead and do it for me. That's extra eyeballs on my offer, you know. And it's the cost as well, like to actually hire a human to do those things, like a social media manager, an ads manager, it would cost a lot more, whereas I can get like this one website portal to do it for me for a fraction of the cost. Unfortunately, I'm going to do that.
And to set up your email marketing, like I spent months setting up like on MailChimp, and then I decided like MailChimp's not really working for me, so then I moved everything over to Aweber. So I had to like write all my emails, sort everything out.
I remember.
Yeah, get it going to the right places and at the right times and stuff. And now with this AI marketing site, literally doing it all for me. Like,
and you'd be foolish not to do that, not to use that opportunity, because you're withholding your offers from the audience that could potentially be seeing it because you've now got time to do all this.
Exactly. It's like you say, like, I mean, and any business, not just network marketers, affiliate marketers, online business, it's even like brick and mortar business. Like,
Yeah,
literally any business can use this. Yeah. And it's all in one place. Like I said, like
yeah, definitely.
email marketing. It's got SMS marketing, like mobile phone, like messages marketing.
Yeah,
Messages. It's got makes websites for you, and you can have, I think, up to 30 websites. So like you can have websites
it's
and
crazy, right?
pages coming out of your ears, you know, for
Yeah,
every
that's another thing. I've never done a website because, I mean, for our business, we don't necessarily need one, but then also why not have one if someone's just going to do it for you? Like, you know, I've never bothered to get into that tech of, and I'm not a techie person. I didn't want to get into websites. I didn't want to get into doing funnels, but this literally is like websites for dummies. Like it's so simple. Yeah. And yeah, it comes out pretty basic at first, so you can tweak it and, you know, you can make it how you like, but there's definitely going to be a lot more marketing opportunity for me working on my own that I wouldn't have done before, until like I was massively scaled and have money to invest in like a marketing firm or something like that to do all that for me, because I don't want to be sitting there doing all that. I don't want to be literally sitting there writing a website. So yeah, I did get it to produce me one, and I only just had a quick look at it. It was pretty basic, so I'll need to like go in and tweak it, but it's used my brand colors that I've had for a while, and I put the what do you call the code for the colors off of Canva in there, so it's done it in my brand colors and everything. And it really is very clever the way that it puts together the text, the copy from what you have said. Yeah. Yes. I think it's exciting times, really exciting times.
And nowsite, this AI marketing site, they have like this amazing offer right now where it's still $19 for a month for your first month. And they also work on an affiliate basis. So like if you sign up with a link from someone else, that person gets affiliate commission. And whoever then uses your link to sign up, you get affiliate commission. So it's like,
it's crazy.
All the stuff you need for your business and that you would be paying for anyway, but then you can get to make money off it because you like it so much and tell people about it.
You could even be in profit if you had enough affiliates. Like, I mean, what more do you want? Like, you know, it's madness. I think it's amazing that we found it. And I would advise anyone just to, even if you're feeling skeptical about all this right now, go and have a look, because this is like, you know, if someone had said to you, how many years ago when Facebook started, like, oh, there's this new thing, Facebook, you know, you got to check it out. And you were like, no, I don't want to look at that. And you didn't do it. But that's like where we're at now with all this stuff. Like, you know, you got to look, you just got to find out what's going on. Have a look, have a try.
Exactly. And just look at it from another point of view, because even like, if you would have told me 3 years ago, you can use Facebook for business, I was like, what? Like Facebook for business? And like, if you just look at this from your business perspective, like how much sense it makes, you know, like how much of one thing you incorporate into one place that you're paying for. Like, so like I calculated like everything I spend like on all my little bits of things, of small things that I need for my business is like all in one place for nowsite. And they even host your website for you. So like normally, like if you create your own website, you have to still then pay like a monthly fee to somebody to host your website. You know? So all that is included in your nowsite. So your websites are live to the public, hosted, and you can even put your own domain names on that you already have existing domain names.
Yeah. It's crazy. Very, very, very reasonable price, and it just goes to show what is possible with technology these days. That is what AI has done. That is what AI has done. It's made all of this so much more accessible and cheaper for everybody to be able to do all these things. So I only see that as positive, and I would recommend anybody that's here on Facebook with a business, you need to go and check it out. Absolutely.
And also, I mean, like these things are changing and happening so fast, like you said, like, so they like popping up and everything. So like right now, when you jump in these things as they're coming up, you get so much customer service and support. Like they really want to help you to get this going. And I experienced that with Pensite and with Standstore, and it's the same now with this nowsite. You know, you get
all these startups Yeah.
You get like the guy who's like at the head of the thing. You get to be on a Zoom call with this guy and ask him questions like one-on-one, you know, everything. It's really, from that point of view, it's also so valuable because not only do you get to use all this massive, beautiful technology, I think, but then you also get this support of like exactly how to set it up, how to do it, and like from the guy who invented it, basically.
Yeah, and they do Zoom calls and stuff. And I asked a question on the like internal chat thing, got an answer really quickly. So definitely, because when these startups are trying to get these off the ground, they're obviously putting a lot into it, and they want people to succeed in using it. So you're right, it's the right time to get in there now. And I'm sure it will grow. I'm sure it will be massive. So that support will always be there. But absolutely, it's like amazing support and customer service.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like when I first got the link, I was like, except like we've got our funnels, we've got this. But then when I actually like watched and saw, and what got me was the leads, like the idea of like this place, you can get people who are interested in what you're offering because you're targeting the right people. Whereas like on Facebook ads or on like organic posting on Facebook, it's kind of like a hit and miss, you know, like
yeah, it is.
You can try and make your audience so right and stuff. Like the other day I got like a kid replying to my ad. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. Even though we teach and mentor people on this is what I mean. It could be like changing the whole game with lead generation, because these sites can target people that are actually looking for what you're looking for. It's totally different. Yeah, cool. So I guess anybody who's watching could reach out to either of us for our links, and then you can get your own link and you could be telling your networks about it as well.
Yeah, and like launching like your business, have your own VA and go fly.
Yeah, amazing.
Thanks, Nisha. Thank you.
All right, thanks for chatting. Nice chat as usual.
Yes. Okay, let me end this live. Yeah, there we go.